Welcome to allmygear.com, and today we are reviewing Beaver Campgrounds located here in beautiful upstate New York, specifically in Harriman State Park, which is a 40-minute drive from Manhattan. I was very hesitant at doing this particular campground first because there have been a lot of mixed reviews. Some people say, oh, this is a great place. A lot of people say, oh, it's terrible, don't go here, and so on and so on. And from my personal experience, I've been here twice. It's been a good experience. Not great, but not bad. So now that I came here for the third time, I was open to everything. I opened my eyes to see why are people saying these things are good, these things are bad, and here it goes. First things first, this is a dry campground. It's like prohibition-era campground. It's like they will check your car, they will check your cooler upon your check-in to see if you have any liquor. So it's 1930s right here, if that's your thing. So keep that in mind. There's no drinking here. Pets are not allowed as well. And I did not really understand it. And as I requested more information about it, it was a liability issue. And I didn't understand that either, because you tie up a dog to your tent or to a tree or whatnot, and it's there and it hangs out with you. I didn't realize that, what they mean by the liability issue, until I actually saw the campgrounds. And most of the campgrounds are literally on top of each other. And that's when I see, aha, okay, maybe the reason they don't want to have dogs here, because then they'll be next to each other barking and so on and so on, because campgrounds here are so cluttered in. They're very, very tiny spots. However, they do have some more secluded spots, not a lot, some secluded spots with actual trees and nature and some privacy, but most of them are just out on an open field with 4 trees and, at some location, and tent upon a tent upon tent upon tent, picnic table upon picnic table, and so on. So you're not really getting any privacy here or peace and quiet, especially during the summer. It is quite cluttered here. And now I know a lot of people why they were giving such negative reviews, because these 3 things are kind of important to a lot of people when they go out to nature. They want to have their best friend with them, which, their dog. They want to have relax, maybe have a beer, unwind, right? They don't want to be feeling like they're in a police state, you know what I mean? Where cars being checked. And people go out to nature to be with nature and not being sardine next to other tents. So these 3 points make a lot of sense for me why a lot of these people say this campground is not that good. And I have to agree with them, because I go out to nature to have my dog with me, to have fun. I don't mean like drink to the point of throwing up everywhere, but I mean like I like to have a beer, a couple of beers, or a 6-pack. Let's not go there. And I like to be in nature. I don't like to be surrounded by people. Granted, it is a campground, but I don't want to have a tent upon tent upon tent upon tent surrounding me. That I don't. So more technical about this particular campground. It is located by Lake Welsh, which is a gorgeous lake. I've fished here before. It's a nice lake. You could swim here during the peak seasons. They have a beach. It's quite nice. The campgrounds themselves offer about 79 spots, which is not bad. It's decent. So to book it during the peak seasons, you might want to give yourself a couple of weeks and do it through either calling them or Reserve America and whatnot. And just, if you want to come up here, just make sure you have the spot, because 79 spots is not that much. And especially the nice secluded areas further into the campground, further in, away from all the noise of the field camping, they'll be taken up probably half a month into advance. So keep that in mind. We are in Harriman State Park, which is essentially Bear Mountain. There are bears here, so you need to put your food and your beverages, coolers away into your car, into your trunk when you leave the campground to go swim, or when you go sleep, because they will come by and say hello to you and steal your dinner and breakfast and lunch and whatever else you have in there. There's deer here, there's skunk. Just keep in mind there is wildlife here, and you need to put your stuff away. Just giving you a heads up like that. For some reason there is a big amount of flies in here. I did not notice that before. First time I was here and second time, but I don't know, maybe because of Sandy. They've been cleaning out some trees, and they've been doing a lot of maintenance, so maybe that kind of, all this fresh dirt invite all these flies, but there's a lot of flies here. So bring some tiki candles, bring some bug spray. Obviously mosquitoes during the summer, it's a given. But keep in mind, you will have flies in your eyes, your ears, and your mouth. The park rangers are okay here. They're nice, but when I came in to check in and I was talking to the office lady, we were having a conversation, I was asking questions. She seemed very nice, but she also seemed the kind of woman, the kind of person I would not want to get on the bad side. So by saying that, keep that in mind. Try not to smuggle in any alcohol or smuggle in a little dog, because you will get kicked out and you get yelled at and you will feel like you're living in North Korea. Just saying. Overall, I would not recommend this place because of those three main factors: no pets, no alcohol, and you being cluttered next to each other. That's a deal breaker for me. However, if you do want to come up here to Harriman State Park to do all the hiking, which is the major activity in this area, and you don't feel quite comfortable staying in the woods, you want to come back into the campground just to, cook yourself some food and go to sleep, then this is a perfect place. You spend your whole day hiking, swimming, and just come back, have your sausage, burgers, fries, whatever, and just go to sleep, and then in the morning, go back out there. So for that is perfect, but to actually come here and to hang out and to enjoy that campground atmosphere, play music, whatever, it is not worth it. I would highly just recommend go to Clarence Fahenstock Park, which allows drinking, allows dogs, and is not as cluttered. There are some spots over there that are also kind of on top of each other, but most of them are kind of spread out, unlike here. So that's what I would recommend you the most. If you have any questions about this campground, just leave me a comment or a video. I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks for watching Out With My Gear. Please check out other videos in this particular channel. Press like if you like this video, or subscribe if you want to see more videos like these, and check out outwithmygear.com for pictures of this particular place and other places I do my reviews on, and also of different products like tents, hammocks, bags, you name it. I do this for fun. Thanks, have a good one.